Well, hello. I'm trying to adjust the screen here. I guess we'll live with that. Hi, everybody. I want to talk with you about bylaws, how they do not apply to you and I, free people. They just don't. That's what grand juries are for. Grand juries of the people, not these administrative grand juries. So, moving forward with dealing with these servants, these treasonous rat servants that are poisoning us in just about every way possible. These bylaws do not apply to us. So you got people talking about, oh, well, if you serve the sheriff, he's going to arrest you. No, the sheriff cannot arrest you for serving him with a notice. The sheriff cannot arrest any of us lawfully. And these administrative judges cannot prosecute us. They cannot judge us. These bar attorneys, they cannot prosecute us unless we give up our rights. It's just that simple. Don't give up your rights. Don't be represented by an attorney. Don't listen to this nonsense that you need an attorney. That is the enemy. All right, now, real interesting, the situation with Tom and this international court and the law, the bylaws that our servants created for our benefit and ignored just to keep us poisoned. You see, if we drink poison water, we bathe in poison water, we shower in poison water, we cook in poison water, we get poisoned, and then we get sick. We get diseases. And then we go to the poison control experts, known as doctors, who dispense poisons to treat us. Now, all of these actors, they are men, male and female. We can hold the man to account. We absolutely can hold the man to account. Now, I'm listening. I didn't get to listen to the entire talk. Tim and Tom put together a video, and I'm not quite all the way through it. But I got to this point here where I stopped it and I backed up, and I'm going to go ahead and play it. I'm not sure I'm exactly where I want to be, but it's coming up. It's not long, so we'll just bear with it. I encourage you to listen to the entire video when you get the chance. We're gonna step in here. This is at the 29-minute mark.
And I'm not getting anywhere, so we're in a spot where they've got to decide. And so we've got this other document here that is also an important document that has to go to the sheriffs, and that's called the Resolution of a Constitutional Sheriff as a Responsible Corporate Officer. And so this document, what is this document? Can you explain this document a little bit for us?
That's a resolution to adopt the law that they have been operating in violation of, the federal laws that they've been operating in violation of for 48 years. That's
the crimes against humanity, the intentional poisoning of all of them, all of the people in America. That's the law, right? That's what we're talking about.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just a little bit, every time I discuss this, I'm a little bit more amazed at what level we're at, and we're trying to ask people to get our masks off when we need to be abolishing the government that's destroying us. I mean, they're destroying us physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and we're asking them to take our masks and put them, and we're begging them, our servants, to release us of our masks. So I just can't even believe the things that I've learned in the past days talking to you. And we just have to get the people to understand what's happening, get them all on board so we can bring some remedy to uh, our life of torment that's at the hands of our public servants.
It doesn't matter. Those people are so used to being tormented. They've accepted it. And they're not going to pay a bit of attention to you when you're trying to get them to listen, unless there's money in it for them. And I know that money really doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but it does to these citizens that are going to go round up these tyrants. And it's a $10,000 bounty. Well, excuse me, it's a $10,000 citizen's arrest reward for every one of these writs of execution that they execute.
Now that would be for writ of execution for a sheriff. Well, could be
any writ of execution for any responsible public officer. That's from the governor, the mayor, your county councilman, all your attorneys, your bar attorneys, your district attorneys, your judges. That's everybody in public service.
It could be more, though. I thought it was potentially could be more. Is that not right for, say, governors and corrupt judges? Or is it?
We have it. I understand that we have a $10,000 bonus for any members of the bar association.
I see. Yeah. So yeah, there's
so
that.
20,000 head.
Wow. So we can.
This is a done deal. You don't have to see the deal that these people trying to form grand juries. Their grand juries are in the Constitution to be a benefit of the people. That government can't come against any one of the people and prosecute any one of the people absent due process of law as required under the Article 5 of the Bill of Rights Amendment to the Constitution that mandates that the grand jury is for the people.
Yeah, once you raise your right hand on the Bible, once you raise your left hand on the Bible and swear your oath, you've basically left your rights at the doorway, right? I mean, there are public servants. They don't have the same rights any longer, correct?
No. As soon as they take an oath to serve public service, they surrender their rights. They don't have any right to a grand jury. You're wasting your time. If your employee is doing you wrong and in breach contract, so to speak, you fire him.
Right.
The way it works in government is you arrest him. Because either you have the power and authority or you don't have the power and authority. And until 2013, when the Environmental Court was finally commissioned, the people never had any authority to do anything because the bar associations had taken over all the courts of the United States. So the people lost their courts. But now the people have their courts, and they have a jurisdiction and they have a law that they can prosecute all these tyrants.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. Tom's a very smart man. He's put a lot of work into what he's doing, but he's wrong when he says that the courts are gone. The buildings are gone. The grand juries are gone. They're coming back. The buildings are gone. The judges are gone. That's your jurors, 12 judges. And then a man, they call a judge who's there for order of the court and to make sure justice is dispensed properly. So all of these persons are also people. And we can bring that man into our court, which is the highest court. It's the people's court. We hold all power. So I'm hearing buzz, people that are concerned saying, well, what about this law? And what about this statute? And what about this act? And blah, blah, blah. None of that applies to us. You just heard Tom say that the grand jury is for the people. Our bylaws created by our legislators is for commerce and government. It's to keep us safe from dangerous vehicles, dangerous roads, toxic water, toxic air, public buildings to be safe for us to go in and out. That's what it's for. Not marijuana is too dangerous. So if you have marijuana for your safety, we're going to put you in prison for the rest of your life. No. That is just, that's so wrong. No. And I've proven that marijuana is essential for human health. I have the evidence. I have the facts. So I sued the man, the head of the DEA, not the person, not the fiction, the man. And we need law enforcement to arrest that man so that he can go before the grand jury for his sentence and for restitution. Now, I don't see anything in any of the constitutions that say that these servants cannot be held to account as a man. Now, the government, the statutes, acts, codes, rules, regulations is all there to deal with these servants in the administrative system so that we are not bothered. But they failed in every way, and it's because of the bar. Imagine that's why there's a higher bounty for any of these bar members. I don't know what the reason is, but they are the enemy of the people. The media is the enemy of the people. Are there good people in government? I believe there are. Are there people there that want to do the right thing? I believe there are. But here's something that everybody needs to understand, needs to know, needs to grasp. Giving aid and comfort to a treasonous rat has its consequences. So all you people that are going into the sheriff's department, into the county clerks, wherever you're working in these administrative processes, you're giving aid and comfort to these treasonous rats, and you're working within the system, you are guilty. If you are married to one of these treasonous rats and you give them aid and comfort, you are guilty. That's the harsh reality. Anyone giving aid and comfort to Gretchen Whitmer is subject to the consequences of giving aid and comfort to a treasonous rat. All these people in legislature who have had exposure to my evidence that cannabis is essential for human health, and they do nothing. They just hide the treason. That is treason. These people need to be held to account. Now, we have all the power, and we can hold the man to account. And as Tom and Tim are explaining, the person can be held to account. So don't let anybody tell you that these bylaws can be applied on you, because they can't unless you give up your rights. You can say, yes, I am a slave. Yes, please punish me with your statutes, your acts, your rules, your regulations, and your codes. And if you think I'm kidding, just look up UCC 1-308. That's a Uniform Commercial Code. It's there because statutes, acts, rules, regulations, and codes must be in line with common law. Anything that is not cannot stand as law. Legally or lawfully. And there is a difference between legal and lawful. Legal is administrative, period. All right, people. Keep up on the updates, and get ready to start watching these people go down. They're not going to be able to show their face in public. They're going to be in fear. And we're going to straighten this mess out. By God, we're going to get it done. All right. I love you. You take care. Own your authority, people. The links to the PBI, People's Bureau of Investigation website and Telegram channel are in the description of this video, as well as links to my website, my Telegram channel, and links to donate if you want to support. Appreciate all the support we can get. Thank you very much. Much love, everyone. Bye for now.